Welcome to Irish and Chin's YouTube channel. I need y'all to check out our radio platform, soundchatradio.com. Soundchatradio.com is broadcasting to 31 cities worldwide. If it's in the news, we are talking about it right here at soundchatradio.com our way. It's entertainment, it's music, but most of all, it's conversations happening here at soundchatradio.com. Just so you don't miss out, do yourself a favor right now and subscribe, like, and share this channel, right? And don't forget to press that notification button. It's soundchatradio.com 24 hours a day. The farmers in Jamaica are now quitting. A lot of farmers are now saying, listen, this is it. We're throwing it in. We're done. We can't manage it no more. And this is leaving a lot of Jamaicans to say, what the hell is going to happen to goods, right? That, because again, nobody wants to be a farmer, but everybody depends on everything that comes from the farm.
For real.
Right? That's the reality of it, right? Nobody wants to be a farmer because most people think it's not a cool job and, it's a dirty job and you gotta really get your hands dirty all the time, right? But nobody wants to do without the goods that comes from the farm. Now, this is interesting. Farmers are now saying they want to step away from agriculture because of the murder rate. I don't know if people knew this, but this year, a lot of farmers were killed in Jamaica, right? And now farmers are looking at it and saying it's becoming a dangerous job. Can you imagine? Like, you're farming now and you're growing crops and it coming like, say, out the road, a hustler sell drugs are, you know what I mean? Whatever, right? Because these guys are just in danger as well. And when I was looking at the statistics, I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, man.
I thought farmers were off limits.
Nah.
I thought farmers nobody was interested. But clearly, thieves are interested in the goods that farmers produce and they don't want to pay for them.
Especially the ones with livestock.
Yes. So goats are getting stolen, cows and all those other kind of animals are getting stolen, as well as crops.
They've been doing that for years, though,
Yeah, but it's getting out of hand now.
It's getting out of hand, definitely, especially during the pandemic. Because remember, I know say party I keep, man still up, people still like go sell goods chicken a jerk, goat a sell. They're coming from somewhere. You understand? So if I'm on, and what's happening is, and I'm not putting it solely on the people of Kingston, but let's face it, is the people them from the corporate area. I go down in the country, they might get with them forget and they might come back up and sell it to the people them who want to keep these parties. You understand? That is what's going on. A man at town just can't get goat for buy or chicken for buy. Where's the fowl farm in Kingston? Where's the cow farm?
I would like to put a dollar value on this loss, right? Because Jamaican farmers are now suffering big losses in agriculture because of what? Because of theft. Right. But guess what it's totaling? This year alone, between the loss in stolen animals and produce, $6 billion Jamaican dollars.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Easy.
That's a lot of money.
They've been doing that for a while. Like, people laugh one time when I saw a video online maybe a year ago and them stop a car. And when the man them go in at the car, the police open up the door there. About 15 goat just come out of the vehicle.
Man. Wow.
The man live goat. The man so people think it's a joke thing. When you take 15 goat from a man and you go up on the black market with that, you're good in it.
Brother, I remember being in Jamaica one time and a brother said, yo, I remember this was years ago, and the man said, yo, I'm soon done with this, man. Him say, yo, the man them thief all of my goat. Me did have something like him have 15 or 20 goat. Him say, if you did thief 6, me couldn't buy. The man say, yo, if you did thief 10, I left me with 5.
Yeah, they come
him say, the man them scrape out the wall. Him say, what me fi do? Me have to go spend the money if you put this back.
And they gonna come again.
Let me go to the phone lines. Call you live.
Yo, Chin.
Yes, I am.
Yes, sir.
Yo. Blessings. Yo. A real thing, Chin. What me feel the government need to do, farmers need to have easier access to licensed firearms.
Yes.
You understand me? Because think about it. When a farmer way out in the field and a man can rob him, you have man all now have to sleep in the melon garden when I reap in season, You see me, I say, man, we have to sleep at them garden, see them here. With a reaping season for certain things. Man, all of you carry home them livestock at even time. You see me, I say. So it sets a way. And one of the things them about the farming is that if you look on it, how hard it takes for the farmer them get them crop. And then by reaping time, you come, your farm empty. It don't look good. And the next thing about when them things are going is that there's no means of the community them to defend themselves. So when certain people come in, it's hard for them get them out. You see me, I say? So I think to look into still. Blessings.
Nah, but most businessmen in Jamaica, especially if you run a farm, you're entitled to easier for you to get a weapon.
It's hard for them get gun, man.
How?
I don't know, but for whatever reason.
I don't understand because like my have friends with me, my father friend them will run business, and every one of them may have a cousin with
run business.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're running a business. The farm is a business.
But maybe they're looking at it differently. So maybe persons who are running like a direct business location, a supermarket. Right. Oh, maybe what it may be. People who are dealing with cash every day.
Say that it's the people who
people who are dealing with cash, and I forgot the bank and all of that stuff.
Well,
maybe those people are first in line.
These are the things that people need to address because I might not have currency and cash, but my animals have a value.
Right.
So you have to look on it that way. These are the things I'm saying. The laws and what them idiot you make, not reflecting the problems in the country.
But the thing is, if these farmers start to stop doing what they're doing, then the country is going to have to counteract them leaving their trade by saying, okay, we will give you guns.
What do you want?
What will make it safer for you to operate? Call your life.
Smooth operator number 1, aka Forever 40. Smooth operator number 2, aka Heavy D, and smooth operator number 3.
Oh, go ahead.
It's a Caribbean problem. It started way back with people moving away from farming. Way back when banana was king in the Caribbean, but the Central America took over the banana trade. So the English-speaking Caribbean wasn't getting the banana sell anymore. It was taken over by Central America, Chiquita, etc. And then when this stick with people stealing, a lot of people move away from farming. Some of them turn to jobs as security guards. And also, I had a video some time ago of where a guy came to a farm, and his cattle, they kill his cattle and they just left what they wanted, the guts on the ground. They leave the guts, they just leave whatever they want on the ground and take everything else. Yeah, it's rough.
Wow. Yeah. I want to hear the story. 718-554-8598. Call me up and let me know, because one thing that I don't know, and I always tell you guys that if I don't know about it, I'm not going to act like I do know about it. I don't know anything about the country life, the farm, the livestock, the crops. I know nothing about that type of life. So I didn't even know that. And again, you can laugh at me, but I got to be honest. Me never know say go out and coward them carry them big money price there where people would have want. And I didn't know that somebody would really be brave enough to thief somebody's coat.
Chin, if you want to know if somebody have money, look and see if them have cow. Cow have big money in the
What's the average price of a cow? Well, would you guys, if you can assume, because I know we don't know exactly.
Something like 200,000 or something like that.
$200,000 for a cow.
Yeah, cow have big money in the
That's a baby cow, like what is it called? Calf, right? Or is it a bull cow? A bull cow is and again, you're helping me, right? Is the woman cow, because she have milk and thing, is she worth more than the male cow? How does it work?
That part, I don't know anymore. I haven't been involved in that yet.
I would be interested to understand how that goes.
And here's the other thing too, right? The farmland, when you go to country, the farmland is basically open, kind of. So man, there's no gate or not like that. When man them have to go through one thing like that, the goat them just, if you know which part them there, them just there because I go, man own them land.
And let them loose up there. You let them loose.
This is them farmland. So what them do, they go them in one place and them know where to go find them thing. You understand me? So, yeah, you can go in there, whoever, go in there and rob them, take out people, things. There's no real protection. There's no bordering for them things.
Farmers in Jamaica are now fearing for their life. For those of you who are just tuning in, right? It is reported that they have now lost up to $6 billion. They're losing $6 billion annually, right? In produce and animals, right? 12 farmers have been murdered this year alone, including 2 farmers who were just killed a week ago. Right? So not only are the thieves coming in and thieving the goods, but I don't know if it's the fact that they're just killing the farmers, or the farmers are trying to defend their goods, and then therefore the thieves are killing them. But it has now resulted in 12 deaths. Call it live.
Yes, Jim. Gun easy to get, but most of the farmers them can't read and write. And the next thing when a gunman knows that they have gun, I kill them or kill them. So gun now go save them.
But it look like they're killing them anyway.
Yeah, them are go for them if they have a gun anyway. Because most of the farmers, them have their little things, so that's why they kill them.
Okay. 718-554-8598. Me know some of you where listening come from country, right? Some of you have family that lives in the country. What's the price tag on some of these livestocks, right? Me hear a man talk about melon. How much money can you actually make? I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to create an understanding for those who don't know, who are listening to the conversation. Why is this such a big thing? How much money is really being involved here, right? Because when you thief the crop, you still got to go sell it, no sir?
Yeah, and that's how you make the money, 100% profit.
So you wait for the crop to bear,
right?
And then you stick up the farmer
and do all of this work and work and tile and do everything.
Remember
when the crop bear now, the man them thief the crop, gone go sell it.
Remember the other day, the little man will get the highlighting of the Star where I go him crab them, and after him get the feature in the newspaper, him come back the next day, him crab coop empty. So man says like people wait for you to all these things that they can sell that they don't have to put no work in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Call it live.
Shane, when it come on to the financial part of how much it's worth, I don't know, but I know that when it comes on, because me coming from country, knows when it come on to Christmas time, if I'm talking about St. Elizabeth, I don't know about the word of Jamaica, and St. Elizabeth, if you're keeping any party, any dance down there, and you apply for the permit, you have to show them the receipt for the chicken and the receipt for the goat where you're going to use over there, because pray they're lasting. Down the wicked, especially Christmas time, it's a beautiful cook out and something like that. So when you go apply for the permit for your dance, you have to go to the station and show them the receipt for what you pay for the chicken and pay for the goat. Otherwise, they don't get the permit for the party.
So this is in aid of cutting down on thieving the goods.
Yeah,
and that's why I said the stuff we are being stolen is not being sold in the rural areas of Jamaica. The man who carry the thing them go to town
and keep them down to the.
Drew just sent me a video, and I'm looking to it while I'm speaking to you guys. Looking at it while I'm speaking to you guys, of a man who was arrested. Right, 23 stolen goats recovered by the police.
Yeah, man.
And he had them in a car.
Yeah, man. You think I joke, Chin?
If you look at this, like the police opened the car and is letting the goats out. It's like one of them hatchback, 4-door hatchback cars.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the video right now.
I think I've seen it before. Yeah,
I didn't even know this was possible.
We are terrible.
Like 23 goats being this is crazy.
Yeah, man.
718-554-8598. Let me see if I can send this link to Yosh and see if he can put it up. 718-554-8598. Call you live.
Yes, Chen.
Yes, my brother. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. You see all the people from farmer them all farming right, and you and people from town come buy them food, buy the crop. You know what I say? So you know have to go to market sometimes. The man from town come in one and truck come buy the food in the country and bring go to town to sell.
So
you see me I said, Ken?
Say it again. The man will grow the goods.
Yeah, go to the farm.
Yeah.
And the man from town in truck and one come a country, come buy him food.
Come buy him food or thief him food?
No, come buy him food and tell go town go sell back.
Okay, but that would be fair game.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be good, but that's not what's happening. They might thief it and not paying the farmers. And in some cases the farmers are being killed. Call you live.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
Yes, I just heard a man made a comment on the radio just now that most of the farmers can read and write. Where he got that from, that they can't read and write? It's a disrespectful comment.
Scene.
Okay.
I was born and grown in St. Elizabeth, and I'm pretty sure that most of those farmers, including my dad, could read and write pretty well.
So your dad was a farmer.
Oh yeah.
Did you have trouble growing up? Did you ever hear your dad speaking of people stealing the goods? Was it livestock or was it produce?
Not much. Melon, I'm from South St. Elizabeth. Melon, scallion, not much as how it is now. And you know, somebody may take a pumpkin or melon or maybe a bunch of banana, but not as how they will everything that you have next morning, you get up, you don't see it, and they will keep it on top of it. It's just because they get rich quick thing. Yeah. Because those same guys, if you see them on the street corner, offer them a job, they ask you to pay them before they even started. They're just not working. Mm-hmm. It's all about greed. It's all about bad mind, grudgeful. You just watch the man do such a hard job day upon day and just can't say reap before him even can reach the ground the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a wicked act any way you slice it.
Yeah, man.
Because this man is working every day hard. And then when it's time for him to bear the fruits of his labor, somebody comes and takes it away from him.
Yeah, man.
You can imagine you're watching the one bunch of plantain or banana, so next week by that time you can't carry go market and sell it. And when you go there, not in the tree you don't see. Mm-hmm. It's just about the quick rich mentality. They want the newest pants, the bleaching cream. They even putting on what you call them. They make their own. What you put over your teeth there, like a fashion.
Braces.
Yeah.
They make their own braces, man.
So everybody want money, but nobody don't want to work for the money. 718-554-8598 if you're just locking in. Shocking to me, but some of you saying that it's been happening for a very long time, right? Farmers are now throwing in the towel, right? Here's a quote from a farmer that says, "Farming was my love affair for 30 years, for the last 30 years. But it has soon become a nightmare," says the farmer, right? As he reflects on the fact that 12 farmers were murdered this year alone, right? 2 of them being in the last week, right? He also goes on and says that his farming colleagues, right, are waiting for their last crops to mature. And then once them eat the food off of that, that's it for them. They're getting out the game. Boy, they're packing it up. They're ending their careers. Now, the question becomes, what happens when so many farmers go down this road? Because these more than likely would be the more experienced farmers.
And remember,
30 years is experience.
And remember, Chin, Jamaica have a farming problem already. The youth, them now farm, so there's nobody replacing these people when them dead. You understand? We're not even talking about the farmer them aging out, you know. We talking about the farmer them are quit early.
Right.
And Jamaica have a farming problem already.
It's a serious topic here. 718-554-8598. Call you live.
Hi, good evening, good night, good evening. Hi, Drew. I invite you.
Good night.
Listen, I'm telling you, Jamaica, I swear, I don't know what is going on, but Jamaica gets from bad to worse every day. First and foremost, thieving, the little town man and different people used to go country and them a thief people things. But I'm a thief a goat and thief a cow. But they never used to kill the farmers. They never used to kill them. A man used to put on a boot and a cow, turn it the wrong way and go the other way with the cow. And so people look for the watch the footprint and go one way when the cow gone the other way, and they tell them people man cow. But they were never killing. Why would you kill the farmer? You got to kill the people that make the food for you to eat.
And
What is wrong with them?
this is, you know, it's confusing to me. And people, again, I'm going to allow you guys to guide me through the conversation because I know nothing about country life, Drew. I don't know nothing about, you know, live animals. I don't know anything about crops, but I do know sense, you know, and nonsense. So even if you go and take the farmer goods, which is bad,
Why are you killing
but
him?
why kill him? Why kill the farmer?
Crop, no? Him have his family there. Him have him life. That's his life. This is his job. He must feed your whole neighborhoods because he's something so people can buy to eat. Why kill him? God have mercy. Why kill him? What is he doing?
I agree 100%. 718-554-8598. Call you live.
You finished talk about the cattle rustling?
No, we're still speaking about it.
Okay, here's the deal. You know, I use the word rustling because you know what that gets you back in the Wild West.
Say it again.
You notice I use the word rustling, cattle rustler, livestock rustler. That's death by hanging, you know.
Yep, stealing cattle.
Stealing cattle is death by hanging in Jamaica?
Back in the Wild West.
It was,
In the Wild West.
Oh, in the Wild West. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In
I thought you were
Jamaica,
saying in Jamaica.
I thought it was.
Jamaica doesn't have death by hanging of anything
they
anymore.
cut
No,
that
not
out.
no more.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just saying to you, just for the severity of what them people take down the livestock back in those days.
Because of the value.
Only two things them hanging for back then. And that is cattle rustling, horse thieving, and someone in the back.
Iron Mouth.
Bone
Bone
crusher.
Crusher. Are you a countryman?
By the vine.
By the vine. All right. What? Give me some of the values on some of these livestock because I don't know. A
Before I
cow.
give you the value, let me say something to you. Back in the country, you think goat thief and cow thief come by day? Them know when they come in wheels at night when you asleep. Just forget about having balance of food. Obviously, where man have gone because yes, back in those days, most amount of animals and cultivation, as them call it, farming, we get a shotgun. But you know, by the same token, them lose them stuff because people come by night. It just ends term like a thief in the night.
You know, them time, them I go by daytime, brother.
Those of you who are locked into soundchatradio.com, please start to pay attention to your screen. If you're not locked into soundchatradio.com and you can jump on, please do. And watch us because Yush is going to put up a video that was just sent to me where 23 goat is actually coming out of what I would call a hatchback. Is that what it's a hatchback, right? Almost like a station wagon type car. I never knew. And then I can't imagine myself driving a vehicle with 23 goat in the vehicle.
I work in the chin. When you reach back at your ends, you know, it's a Benz you're driving. Or a BMW.
All right, Chin.
So for the goat thief, it's worth it.
Yeah, work.
All right, you can get a goat for from 40 to 50 grand per goat.
That's a kid, right?
No, probably for
Female.
For
It's the female. Because
goat.
nobody don't want a man.
Yeah.
Nobody, no man. Oh, so
Nobody want a
man
wrong
goat
goat.
make curry goat.
Yeah, they only
I saw it go?
woman.
It's woman. Everybody want the woman goat, but the man goat them buy them for what? Make goat and thing, no?
For breed.
For
Yeah,
for
that's all
breed,
them-
of
that's
course.
all them good for.
Yeah.
Right. So now, how much did you say it's for?
40 to 50.
40 to 50,000
each.
each. That's what you can buy them for.
Yeah.
But buying at what age? An adult age or at a kid
I
age?
think them are full grown.
All right. Give me the next one.
And cow is 200 grand.
200 grand
Yeah.
for a young cow. Others fair cow.
Yeah, fair cow.
Now, is there a different price for a man cow and a woman cow, or does cow a cow?
I'm getting the rest. I'm getting it as we speak, brother.
All right, 718-554-8598. That's helpful information for the discussion, right? Now, the farmer is being quoted as saying, we struggle and we get no help from the police or the government.
Yeah, man.
Right? The young boy them, we imply, are them same one turn around and set we up for people come kill we. Right? So the farmer is speaking about possibly mentoring younger kids or younger men, getting them to work on the
Give them
farm,
work,
feel like they're teaching them the trade that they can take for the rest of them life. Because think about it, Drew. I don't like when we go work in a corporate office and all of these things, this is a trade.
Yeah, man.
When you work for a farmer, an experienced farmer, and him teach you for work by the farm, you have that for life.
Life.
And what the farmer is saying that in most cases, these young youths have them brethren come and kill them.
Well, end of the day, but now put it on the youth them that way. And hear why I said this, right? If a man knows say you work on a farm, see? I might come to you and you know how the badness go. Hey boy, you work on my blah 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 farm. What hours the rare? Either you give up the info or you gonna get clapped.
Brother, enough of them have set it up.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that there isn't. But at the same time, if a man knows say work on a farm, him knows some money up there.
You're saying two arguments.
Yeah, it's a mess to you.
It's not fully the youth them want teeth all the time, but some of them may be forced to do it.
The man might come to you and say, "Yo, rude boy, watch out, we come up at your place," and I say, either you tell with the hours them and we will come up there, you want him dead in. Where you think are you to go do? Yo, yeah, what? These are the hours in a rude boy.
8 o'clock them gone and sleep, so come after 8.
Exactly, simple as that, man.
Call you live.
Yeah, Chin, Drew.
No.
Yeah, Vice, alright. Here I price them work. Zine, for example, if pork 1,200 a pound, Zine, when them actually weigh it, is it because them have a way to turn the cow them upside down, you know, and weigh them, you know, them tie 4 foot and turn them upside down and use a rope and draw it across a tree, isn't it? Strong tree limb and weigh them. So then you would have multiply, like say for example, a pig now, you would have multiply 1,200 by how much the pig, say the pig weighs 36 pounds. You see me I say? You multiply it by that. You see me I say? So you'd have multiply 36 by 1,500. You see me? Alright. So I saw you them sell the animal them. Alright. If you go to market, it's a different price.
So there's not one set price then because they sell it. That makes sense too. So if you get a healthy cow,
I could have more.
Right? It could be more than 200,000.
You have a cow we go up to almost $1 million, you know, brother. You have a cow we go up to 800,000, you know, 500,000, you know.
The cow.
Yeah, man. You have all goat to go up to 80,000, man. You see me I say? So money depend them. Man, all raise sheep too, you know. You see me I say? So money depend enough of them things because the heavier the goat is, the more money it cost.
The more it value.
You see me I say? And then some of the time when a man buy a goat, he must pay a butcher to me to do the work.
Of course.
So I saw a thing go. So that is just an insight to some of it. So if you get the price, because in a different communities, you know, you have different price by weight. You see me I say? If it they obviously if it in a place of abundance, you're gonna get it cheaper.
Cheaper, right?
And that's why. But Shell, that's why I say Kingston is the destination.
Yeah.
Call you live.
In Queensland, Australia, July this year, 2 men got convicted for stealing 1,000 cattle. But farmers are also stealing from other farmers. And the other day in another island, a police was convicted for stealing. So police, I believe some police are involved in this stuff and coming up with the farmers, with the people that steal the animals and and farm products.
All right, 718-554-8598. Take a look at the screen, people, right? Speaking of police being involved and the stealing and all of that, I want to show you 23 goats being taken out of a car back. Like, it's crazy.
And I was told the bull cow them cost more.
And bull cow costs more than the females. Oh, okay. And it's interesting because I don't know any of this. The phone lines are blazing. I think this is great conversation here at Soundchat Radio. What's gonna happen when the farmers them call it quits? Especially the more matured farmers.
The one that will know what they do.
The one will know what they do. The seasoned farmers.
Yeah, man.
Right? Some of them are even saying now the youths them that they bring on to help them is the same one that turns around and robs them. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. In a couple seconds, I think Yush is working on it. I'm going to throw that video up there. Oh, see there? Take a look at this. This is crazy.
In a motor car in Hayes, Clarendon on Saturday, August 4. According to a report from the Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, a team of officers signaled the driver of a Toyota Caldina motor car to stop about 5:30 p.m. He obeyed but ran from the vehicle and made good his escape by fleeing into a nearby community, the police said.
Wow.
The other occupant of the car, 29-year-old Deron Taylor of Hollywood Road, Phase 2 in Hayes, Clarendon, was taken into custody and charged with larceny of goat. The police are now asking the driver of the vehicle to turn himself into the nearest police station. The police are also appealing to members of the public who have had their goats stolen to contact the Hayes Police at 986-5130 or visit the Hayes Police
Look at
station
all those
between the
goats,
hours of
man.
8 a.m.
So what do the
and
police
5
do?
p.m.
Just let them go?
They're hoping that the people in the community will come for them.
Come for them, yeah. People need to come for them.
Because thank you, Yush. Because that's crazy though. Because the police just took all of them out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
For those of you who saw the video, I don't know if you heard the audio, right? I'm hoping that you guys heard the audio, and then they let them go. So then,
Well, it's
won't
not
the-
on the compound.
Them
It's
are
on
gonna
the-
stay there, though. Them are gonna stay
on
there
the
because
compound.
them are gonna stay where any little thing where them can't eat. So
Yeah.
them not run gonna.
them not run away. And then the right
That's how you catch them, because the thing is, goat not really run from nobody. You know?
No.
Them stay right there. You can't lead them. Trust me, man.
That's a good stay, man.
Them not run from you.
Call you live.
Yes, it's me again. I did not address the question you asked about pricing. From my perspective, it depends. A heifer can cost more than a bull at a certain time because of what a heifer can do. Can give you
More cow.
another cow
And milk.
A bull can be used for stud. A bull can be used for beef. So it varies. So like I helped somebody bought a goat in Jamaica, and I said to the person, how much a she goat will cost? I want to reproduce, and she said, like 9,000 something a day that Jamaican. So by the way, why did you cook it? One of these soon, one is pregnant and soon drop, means to give birth. She should try, and she find out and get one. 13,000 for that one. And so that the mother goat give birth to 2 kids. So she get 3 goats for 13,000.
That's cheap.
Yeah, that seems very cheap. 718-554-8598. Great conversation we're having here at Sound Chat Radio. I'm going to take some calls, but then after that, Drew Iron Voice, I want to talk about what this means. If we have scarcity in farmers,
Already.
what does that mean? Right? This is a big conversation. What does it mean? We can talk about this for hours because there's so much different factors to this conversation. Call you live.
You know, I heard a comedian, an American comedian, say he went to Jamaica and he see goats running through gas stations. But when the police let out all these goats, some of them will be running through gas stations for sure.
Left field.
Call you live.
Yeah, good night, Chin.
Good night, my brother.
Just make a phone call still to me, my family there, right? Him say about 30 years ago, right? Female cow was about 300 and man cow was about 5 bills.
You said 30 years ago?
Yeah.
So where Iron Vice, where we get our figures them from? 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe it
Man
declined?
man cow was like about 500, woman cow about 3 and goat was about 100 and change.
You're talking about
So
dollars?
right now-
We're talking
right now
about
we don't
dollars
know
or
things.
thousands?
US.
Nah, man, Jamaica money, but no, we don't know
No, but hold on. I want to be on the same page. You're saying 300,000 or $300?
$100.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's 30 years ago. The dollar was stronger.
Yeah, but you say right now, don't know the price now, but if I give you the figures of when we was in Jamaica.
30 years ago.
Okay, all right.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now listen, I want some of you to talk about produce as well. Because it's not only livestock them are thief.
Yeah, them with a teeth, cabbage or whatever and them thing there.
Can I ask you a question though? Drew, as a countryman,
Yes, sir.
Iron Vice as a countryman, why don't people thief pigs? Or are they thieving the pig them too?
Fuck them teeth too, man.
Them thief pigs?
Yeah, man.
Can you imagine putting 23 pigs in your car though?
Yo,
Nah, you ain't fitting.
They gotta be a different way to thief the pig them then.
You ain't
Yeah,
stealing.
but
You ain't
it's like
putting.
trying to fit a
First
bunch
of all,
of
them not willingly walking in your car.
Yeah.
I tell you that right now.
Yeah,
Right.
because
You have to kill them in the field and move.
Them is more rowdy. Like them is more them not them
Resistant. They will resist.
Yeah, you got to carry the carcass out.
Yeah.
You're not carry them in the car.
But goats will just
You can't
you
lead
can just
goat.
make the goat them
You
go
can't
right in the
lead
car.
goat.
Yep.
You can't lead what?
Oh wow. 718-554-8590.
There's a lot of there's a lot of money in produce in Jamaica, and they just because the youth them fool and don't know. Me have a cousin who left England and they're Jamaica right now, and if you look upon him and say a ginger the man grow, you know how much money the man make after selling ginger?
Right.
Yo, that's a cash crop.
The problem
That's a
the
cash crop.
problem with the farming for the youth them is it's hard work and it's dirty work. There's no hype in it. And one of the biggest problem is, and I know it's going to sound away, the girl them don't want a farmer. As much as it sounds stupid, and well, them have money. Yo, the girl them don't want a farmer, you know? Because they will take a scammer over a farmer.
Yep.
And a scammer will have more money than a farmer.
Farmers,
Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, him soon dead.
It's the optics, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Optics.
Yeah.
Man with sun hat and big boot and a nothing for brag pan.
Yeah.
Man with bleach face and tight pants at him are the man where you want clear. You understand?
Call it live.
Yes, Chin.
Yes.
Big up Soundchat. Big up Drew. I am Vice.
Yeah.
Bless up.
Yes, man. Every time.
Respect.
Hey, Chin. You see a cow? Me don't know about Jamaica and them thing, but a cow is $1,000 in Africa anyway. Cow a good heifer. It's $1,000 US.
It's a toast. So you come from Africa?
No, me come from GT.
Oh, you come from GT?
Oh, how much is a cow
regular
in Ghana?
cow, a good cow. A cow, a milking cow. Drop $1,000 US straight.
We're in GT or in Africa?
In anyway, in Africa, in Guyana, anyway, you go a cow, a good nice cow. Come on, man. Yes, a cow is $1,000 straight.
Money, man.
What about a goat?
Goat, I don't know about goat. You know, eat goat in Guyana.
You know, you go. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
So you eat cow. So what about pig then? Come, know you eat pig in Guyana.
Christmas time. You mining pig. You are the farmer. You make money. You slaughter your pig. You sell the gut to everything, King Man. Everything.
So big money for the pig during Christmas time.
Listen, you just have, as a youth man, you get a little pig, and you mine him till Christmas, and you slaughter him if he drop couple times. It's money that.
Wow.
Money that King you as a youth man going on, people come and rob your pig. It hurt. What your heart.
Let me ask you this though. As a Guyanese person, have you heard of also, farmers being killed and robbed in Guyana over the years?
Not that prevalent.
Not that prevalent. What about robbed? Forget about killed then. What about robbed? Or nobody not really...
People robbing, like one of the sisters call all your... Man put boot on pig and put cow and thing and walk it out the yard, man. Because the yard got enough mud. So you don't see the crack. Put it up and put boot on it and walk it out and put slaughter it and kill it, man. All your goat, your sheep, anything. Yeah, people do that, but not kill you.
But they're not killing the farmer.
No.
Can I ask you guys this? Thank you so much. Can I ask you guys this? And don't laugh at me. Like, which genius came up with putting boots on a cow? Like, people gotta be really thieves, right? To think about this. Put on boots on a cow, put the boot them on back way, so it leaves a different trail. Then I don't understand.
You think, man, craft fitter.
Call it live.
Craft fitter, man.
Thief, man.
Yes, I.
Why, Chin?
Yes, I.
Me can't straight the subject just a half inch. Me can't straight.
Go ahead.
Say goat, right? Say goat are the only animal or meat that the U.S. government don't trouble. Them not put hormones, them not trouble it none at all. You know why?
Why is that?
Because enough people don't eat it. Just like the same thing with the Guyanese brother said them not eat it, don't they? Enough people don't eat it, so them don't trouble it.
So are you saying, Short Mike, that the safest food to eat is goat? Because I know you always have a conspiracy theory. So give it to me right now.
No, we don't deal with conspiracy theory, man. All right, I get another thing to think about too. Chicken and cow are the only animal we will never ever see in the jungle. You ever think about that too?
And why so?
Because those animals are crossbred for religious reasons. Like you would never walk into the jungle and see a chicken or a cow. Brother, never in your life.
You don't think about them with that dead fast?
Brother, I mean, animals are animals. They're not supposed to be in the jungle. Think about it.
Every animal live a jungle shot, man.
All right. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio.
Every animal live a jungle.
But it's crazy, and I kind of like, I don't even want to go there, but I gotta say it. I had a cousin that when he was coming up in Jamaica in the 70s and 80s, during the whole PMP reign and thing, and the emphasis was on agriculture. And due to how the government in Jamaica was moving, my cousin went into agriculture. And the government of Jamaica helped send him to all various universities in America. He went to Iowa. He went to a couple other states that show them different techniques on farming for him to come back to Jamaica and employ what him learn to different sectors of Jamaica.
Right.
In fact, he even worked for the Cocoa Board at one part in Jamaica.
Okay.
It goes to show you that there was a time when Jamaica was invested in agriculture, right?
They need.
But remember, at that time when everybody was into agriculture is the time when they must say produce for Jamaica and keep everything in an island.
Yes.
When the emphasis the emphasis came off of farming. So there was no more glamour to it, You understand? But to solve this issue, what I'm talking about right now, if there is a shortage in farming in Jamaica, it goes to show you that the leadership is lacking because you have to subsidize it. Even in America right now, when a farm is failing, the government steps in because you cannot have farms not produce. Right? So Jamaica need to look at the farming industry in Jamaica and say, these guys need help. So whether it is go to the local police station and say, all right, crop season time for coming, we have to go beef up security on the various farms. I'm not talking about man where I grow 6 million and thing. Big farmer them where you know say I benefit the island and whatever you beef up the security and say, yo, it's that time of the year we have to make sure that this goes on. If you're not willing to do that, you sure say I'm not interested in that industry.
And so possibly give them guns too, Drew.
And yeah, you
possibly give them licensed guns.
You give them what they need. If the problem is, all right, them land don't penny in, go down there. It don't take no more than some barbed wire and something, and you go down there and you say, all right, we're going to subsidize what you need, the penny in your crops. So I'm trying to say.
So the government should have a farmer relief fund.
Yes, they should subsidize it. There's no reason they shouldn't.
One of the things, and remember where we said, if we could have do something for your day, like for a few minutes and get back to them. One of the things I've said for years, because me remember this before this administration, me there at Jamaica, and as crazy as this would sound, Jamaica did have yam shortage, cassava shortage, Yam, something where if anybody know anything about that, you throw it on the ground and it just bear, As yam is not a hard crop for make, for work, you understand? And Red Stripe had to start saying, all right, listen, so that we can get the people them to farm it, the cassava, we will start using cassava in our Red Stripe instead of yeast. And what the business is, take the food them from the farmer them. What the reason why the farming thing has been going on even before this is because the farmers them a farm and them have nobody to sell it to. Because remember with the IMF and the whole thing with the importing and all of the foods.
And that's another point again that we are sure the government is not looking out for the farmer, right? You have hotels all over Jamaica, and
they started that.
Every time I check into a hotel, I see no local produce there for consumption.
Right.
I go there, I say green melon, I don't see any Jamaican anything in there.
They started to do that over the last few years, where they started I'm just telling you, some of the big hotel them, I don't know if it's all of them, and I don't know even if it's government mandated, but the hotel industry started to, and when I say started, I mean it was just started.
But that's a
little before COVID.
But that's what I'm saying to you, right? When things need to
be government mandated.
When these hotels come into Jamaica and the government is giving them all these tax breaks, right?
Don't need for say.
Part of what needs to take place is you basically make it part of the agreement that you have to buy
X amount
from the local farming industry in the area where you set up. So all the farmers them at St. James supposed to sell to the hotel them in St. James. The man them at Hanover supposed to sell to the hotel them in a Negril. It's simple as that. But see, the thing is the government disconnect itself from the people them and they don't do anything to help. Me have cousin will sell stuff to the hotel.
Right.
But what they sell is seafood. So my cousin them sell lobster and them things at a certain hotel. But that's a bigger crop. But I'm saying him go cut that deal for himself. The government involved in that. So
I think that, and again, this is my assumption, because based on COVID, I started to hear, farmers crying out that because the hotels were locked, because there was a period during COVID that the hotels were locked. Some of the farmers, a lot of them were saying, wow, like there's nobody to take their eggs. You know what I mean? There's nobody to take their meat.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I mean? So some of them, hotels.
They started doing it. That's what I was saying before. But the other thing is this, because we know every place in Jamaica, a hotel laden. However, everywhere in Jamaica have a mega mart. And this is what I said. If I could sit down with the government, I would say, listen, mega mart, you want to operate in this parish?
Yeah.
You need to be buying X amount of meat and produce from the farmers them in this parish. I don't care if after you buy it, you throw it out, you give it away for free. Me no business what you do with it, you know. Yeah. But you need to buy it so that the farmer them have somewhere to sell. Because if you company want to operate in this parish in Jamaica, you have a responsibility to the people them and the farmer them.
The leadership is inept because here we are going. The same thing we are talking about, even if you say mega man supposed to buy and give it away. If the government is subsiding it, right? And you say, all right, the hotels are not open. The government's supposed to buy the produce from the farmer them and set up a stand and say the local people in the community come and get it for free. It's already paid for. It's already paid for.
Let me give you some facts to defend the government because we have to have balanced conversation here at Soundchat Radio. By the way, those of you who are locked into soundchatradio.com, we are approaching the top of the hour, so we're going to continue the conversation going on soundchatradio.com. Those of you who are listening to our streaming partners, we will be back at about 5 or 6 minutes after the top of the hour. So in defense of the government, let me give you some interesting facts, right? There is some subsidizing, right? And subsidizing is usually provided in means of like fertilizers, right? Help is provided whenever there's a natural like disease breakout in the farms, you know what I mean? So whatever kind of fungus or whatever you would call it, right? Something that's killing off the crops, right? The government steps in and you know helps with that, right? Subsidizes that. Money is also provided after there are losses. The farmers face huge losses due to natural disaster. Right? So the government is doing some type of situation, and also every hotel in Jamaica now has to you know, purchase from local farmers.
Good.
That's where they are. So we, you know, just want to put the facts out there so we can have a balanced conversation.
But you know what's a natural disaster? Dead farmers. 12 in 1 year.
Yes.
So tell me about the disease. Tell me about security forces that you're going to use during my reaping season to protect my crop.
Them need to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, to curb the crime. Because you can't lose a farmer.
Or if you, like I said, some man feel big, you go out there and you pen it up, because if it's easy entrance and easy exit, you're a target.
Them man, they jump the fence, bro.
Do you guys feel like possibly Jamaicans are more interested in foreign goods than local goods these days?
Oh, definitely. Do
you feel that way?
I don't.
Definitely.
I don't feel that way.
You don't feel that way.
And here what? When you go to the supermarket, at least where I live, you have the supermarket and go in, you can see the foreign thing there. But right on the side, people there selling the local goods.
And people buy them.
I'm gonna say people buy it. So it's not, you know, I mean, I know everybody I could go in a the way you call it supermarket, them high low and them place there and go buy foreign apple and them something. Them man go right there and you buy your things them. It depends on the life you trying to live. You understand? I don't think it's that at all.
What do you think?
I've seen it a lot more now than before. Like I said, I've told you the joke the time when I went to Jamaica. I don't know if it was this time or the time before. And I said the craziest thing was my niece and nephew them with their restaurant and them I eat Jamaican food. And all the kids them, the Jamaican kids, foreign food.
Restaurants, I agree. When it come to restaurant, people want to feel like they're getting away.
Yeah.
But the produce thing, people are going to buy the produce.
But no, I was going to also say that the time right before COVID when I went down there, one of the jokes, and we were traveling with some man from town, from Portmore. And the man them said, boy, I call me there, and I say, yo, I want a jelly, you know. Man, them say, yo, we can tell the foreigner them, you know, man. The man say, why? Him say, I alone want them something there. We're not business with them thing there again.
When I'm in Jamaica, right, I shop at Megamart for the most part. Megamart is my place to go, right? I can't take the hustle and bustle of the downtown market and them thing no more. And when you go to Megamart, there is a large amount of foreign goods in there, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foreign goods in there. Foreign things such as even, you know, fruits.
Yeah, man.
And you're like, wow.
Cantaloupes and green melon.
This is my thing. And again, you guys can cuss me if I'm wrong. Jamaica don't need foreign fruits.
They do not.
Why? Why do you need to have a American apple in Jamaica? Why?
But remember how that whole thing started, though. It started with the IMF loan them. And they part of taking out those loans was they had to start importing things like apple, banana, sugar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how all of them things invaded the country.
So for the most part, if you go to certain sections, right, like you would see a lot of foreign things, even in the freezer.
Yeah,
you
man.
go. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the stuff, especially like the vegan stuff that is imported, it's a lot of money.
Oh, dear man.
Now, you know, vegan stuff is a lot of money here. If you go to buy that in Megamart in Jamaica, you're paying almost double.
But let's face it, the person that's going to Megamart to buy vegan goods ain't no broke pocket.
Ain't no broke pocket neither. Yeah, but it's true.
Because,
It's true.
Because the rest of the hill where I live right, him not worry about nothing. You know. Him I grow feed things.
True, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I always wondered, like, walking through, you know, the aisles, and you're saying to yourself, like, for me, when I would go to Jamaica for the Jamaican experience. I don't want to go for the foreign experience, but I guess, as you say, there has to be a balance because there are Jamaicans who want to live the foreign
course.
experience.
They don't want
So
to
they
eat with
go
them
to
money.
And they
Megamart,
do.
which is quote unquote Costco or BJ's for
Or
them.
Walmart, yeah.
Walmart for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come up with things.
And they get some of the, you know, the Eggo waffles and me got Jamaica got some bagel in a freezer and them thing there.
But I'm gonna keep it 100. Like when I was living in Jamaica and my aunt used to come from America, one of the best things she could do was bust out a red American apple.
Of course.
Right, youth. The whole way I look upon her like, oh my God, cut it. Everybody want a piece. So you have to understand that, yo, is a man want experience something. If you know, say, yo, you might never ever go to America a day in your life.
Red apple.
And you can name the red apple there. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I live in America now. I could care less for a red apple.
Of course.
Me go to Jamaica, I want a star apple.
Exactly.
You see me? I said, but,
Exactly.
but I know when the shoe was on the other foot. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say a man now go want experience foreign thing. You go in a Caesars, where any of the little pizza place. You want to go in a Burger King. You see them thing the pan. Remember, you know, the man at Jamaica say foreign commercial. You know?
Right. So they want to taste foreign goods.
They want to use foreign
Exactly.
food,
So
yeah,
I mean,
man.
me not take that from them. But there's people in Jamaica who not meds that.
No,
so
but
they still buying the local stuff.
There's still people, but I'm saying that the amount of people now who into the foreign thing seems to be more.
Seems to be more.
And the other thing that could also be that, as you said it, Joe, there's more foreign television on in Jamaica now than before.
And when you see those commercials,
It's
You sit down and you see a 3-piece from Popeyes, and you know the Popeyes don't have yo, not a jerk chicken.
Yeah,
man? I want a biscuit.
Yeah,
call it live.
Yo, just, you know, when some of the murder them, don't discount the ganja farming aspect too, because sometimes, you know, the farmer will get brushed off, have a thing plant one side of the farm, and, you know, the youth them from town and come down for that.
You're saying some of the farms have local ganja growing at one section.
Yes, okay. You know, the youth them not really enough work to carry a cow from town, from country, carry it back at town. So, you know, them youth that's a hard work still. 22 goat in a car, hard work still. Some of that is the man say, yo, the man have like a piece of crap over here, so I'm going to take it from him. And that's where the killing come from. They do kill the man, you know, for the livestock and the produce and nothing like that.
So you believe it's ganja them a kill the farmers them for?
I say a portion, I say not all, but you know, say you must know, say the farmer have a thing.
A little cash crop.
a little herb.
What's like the ganja would I sell fast too? You understand?
You mean?
Call your live. Turn on your radio and listen to your phone, please. Turn on your radio and listen to your phone. Call your live.
I think we lost.
Call your live. Sound like he was turning down his radio. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. It's a great conversation to have. I will continue having the conversation after the holidays, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of aspects. We didn't speak about, you know, what does this mean? What does it mean for Jamaica, a shortage of farmers, right? Because that's a whole different conversation.
That is detrimental to Jamaica.
Well, what it does at that point in time, then it gives the government to try to and I hate to keep using the word government, But this is how you come up with something to re-engage the youth of Jamaica. Because you say, all right, you can come up with a campaign called Feed the Nation. You see me I say? And you say, all right, you don't want to learn a trade? You come here, sir. I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to get to a rural place where the government own the land, but like sharecropping.
Right.
You farm it, government own the land, everybody good. You have to employ new tactics to get old things done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't say, yo, all right, nobody now grow this again, so I hate that. No, you look on the CM, you go to the CM, come here, you say, all right, on TV, you run a campaign. Feed the Nation campaign, looking for young boys and girls between the ages of Ray to learn this, that, the other, and the third. Where you want to learn, we're going to teach you. Because there's no other way you're going to engage them, because then you say, yeah, give them an opportunity to do something. That means you're putting glory upon farming. Because remember, brother, the reason why nobody don't want to do it, there's no glory
in it. Yeah.
The glory has to be placed on it. My cousin never jump up and say he want to go into agriculture because I that him didn't want to do. Michael man they on TV, I say agriculture for Jamaica, bake this Jamaica, right. My cousin say, yo, that me want to do.
Yeah.
So
you have to hype it up.
You engage the youth, them and say, yo, feed Jamaica, you start a campaign. There's so much land in Jamaica where nobody not do nothing with. Yo, government want it, make the youth them farm it.
You know, when we look at places like Jamaica and the Caribbean islands, right? Believe it or not, I think it's a different type of survival. Growing up in those places and growing up here in the States or in England or Canada, it's a different type of survival. And I feel like those places should stop trying to mimic our survival.
Definitely.
And you know what I mean? And start to
deal with your place like your place.
Deal with a place like it's your place. And I'm saying that to say that, like, part of your school curriculum should have something to do with farming. And if you catch the youth them from them young, if you teach them to plant flowers when them young, and then you move from flowers to crops and so forth, I think they would have a greater appreciation of that type of stuff. When I was in public school here in Queens, right? This wasn't a Board of Education activity. I had this one teacher who was a 6th grade teacher, and you know, every now and again you got teachers that go out on a limb. And her thing was she wanted to teach us about like lizards and fish and stuff like that. And it was cool at, 6 years old. 6th grade, you're like, what, 11, 12 years old, and you're into that type of stuff. So we used to have these weekend retreats where we would, meet up with the teacher on a Saturday, and we would all go to the pet store, right? And we would buy all of these things. Like, we would save up money. So you come and you drop your dollar, you drop the 25 cents, whatever it is. And then when this class had enough money, we would all come together and decide what we're going to purchase with that money, right? So it might be a snake, it might be a salamander, or some type of lizard, or it might be a fish, or it might be a shark. And then we were responsible for bringing the animal to the classroom, setting up the tank, giving it enough heat. So she would take us to these various pet shops, and the people would tell us, like, yo, you have to feed the fish this amount or the fish would die. This one is a fighting fish, so you got to put it in a tank by itself, right? The salamander needs X amount of this and X amount of that. And we were responsible for providing that, right? And one thing it did is that even if, you didn't take that education on with you in life, right? Because we grow out of wanting to play with lizards and stuff, right? But you kind of understand that.
It piqued your interest.
It piqued your interest and you understand that. And now you kind of have a greater appreciation. I think I was speaking to, if I'm not mistaken, it was Ajax. I think it was Ajax that I was speaking to one time, and he was telling me that his obsession with fish and fish tanks, you know what I mean? And, and he knew about different type of fish and how to care for different fish and all of that. So I think that a lot of that stuff, Drew, you can catch the interest when you're young. And maybe from planting flowers and interesting stuff like that, or planting little small fruits, interesting stuff like that will bring you to being interested in being a farmer later on. I planted in my life. And I'm fascinated about it to this day, right? I planted my first tree in Jamaica. I've never seen a tree grow. I just know that Milwaukee Road, that's a tree. You know what I mean? Because I don't come from that type of life. You know what I mean? And I got a small, whatever you want to call it, and it turned into, you know, a tree with huge roots and everything years after. And every time I see it, I haven't seen it in a while, but when I see it, I'm like, yo, I remember that I planted that, you know, I planted that tree. So I don't know. I think that it's interesting to...
Yeah, Chin, you have to reinvent how you're dealing with people. And like I said, man, that's why sometimes when we talk about them things, it's frustrating because, I mean, like, I not consider myself to be no genius or nothing like that, but the problems that exist are easily solved by employing new tactics, man. Like, one of the worst things that happened as far as, granted, I would say in my life, growing up, was when the emphasis was placed on going to school and getting degree, and they would look down on people that did not, what you call it, no, like trade work.
Right.
Because when I was coming up, my tell us that the girl them figure turn teacher or this or man figure work in the office, and it's like if you said you was going to trade school, everybody looked down on it. But but when you get older and you get wiser, you realize don't say, yo, the trade man I make the whole of the money. Right. The prestige, they are the man where I wear the shirt and tie, but the money, they are the man where I put on the knee pads and the elbow.
And the trade man is quicker to go into business for himself.
Of course, the trade man can put out in shingle.
Right. You know, have to stay online and wait to get the job with the degree that you went to school for 10 years for.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's how you perceive things and how you bring things across. When me I come up, you know, all me I think say, yo, me want to fix no car, you know. And them, yo, I not go dirty and we want to work in the office. If I could redo everything what me I do, I wouldn't say I would change what I'm doing now, but I would have given myself more options.
I personally would have changed what I did because I am absolutely horrible with my hands. Right? I'm not a trade person at all.
Right.
Like, that's not my thing. You know, and one of the greatest things I always say in life is knowing who you are and knowing what your abilities are and knowing what's not for you. So fixing stuff and blah, 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 that's not my thing. Man, a trade man at all. If I could have done it over,
you learn a trade.
I probably would have went to Edison. Because when I was growing up, Thomas Edison was the school that gave you, you know, you could get trade classes in there, hands-on classes at Thomas Edison. I'm like, Edison, I don't want to learn none of that. You know what I mean? Because again, you were taught, go to school, get high grades, graduate, go to college to get the big degree.
And then when you get the big degree, you're going to get the big job. And the big job is going to put you in office and you're going to make the big money.
And you're going to have so much money. But life doesn't play out like that.
It doesn't, man, because
life doesn't play out like that, man. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Turn up your radios loud. Thank you for watching another episode of Soundcheck Radio on Irish and Chin's YouTube channel. If you like what you saw, please subscribe by hitting the red button. If the button is still red, that means you did not subscribe. Also, like and share. And don't forget to leave a comment. In fact, press that notification button while you're at it.